would you like?
I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'm not feeling grumpy.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to happily take nominations for somebody to be chair today.
I would nominate Kirk Scott.
I'll second that.
We have to vote.
Of
Okay.
course.
Craig Scott,
Yes.
Mark Serbrook,
Yes.
Ron Vaughn.
Yes.
Craig Scott, you're the chair.
All right. In the absence of the chair and the vice chair today, I'll take over the meeting. Okay. Review the minutes of June 23rd. Oh, I'm sorry. Agenda.
Additions.
We have to add.
Commissioner Vaughn would like to add something.
Yeah, I'd like to add a couple of things possibly. The one is, we've talked about in prior meetings, for Sting. I'd like the funding for Sting to be brought up today. And the second thing that I'd like on the agenda is for the security staff. They're not in unions and whatnot. I would like to see possibly a resolution where they could pay for their own, no cost to the county, eyeglasses and dental.
Put that, let's put that just before claims. So JK, and just move claims down.
And I would like to remove the resolution to approve the sexual harassment and workplace policy for the request of the county administrator.
Yeah,
Just harassment.
Tim, is there another resolution that you'd like to have removed other than work for
The
harassment?
harassment in the workplace.
That's the only one.
Okay,
We'll bring that back to the next committee, the whole, there's been a
well, in the workplace.
We have to add a closed session to 23.
Okay. We will. Is everybody hunky dory with the agenda?
I'd make a motion that we accept the agenda with modifications as noted.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay, all right, now, review the minutes, June 23rd, regular meeting minutes. I've read them. I'll make a motion to approve them as presented.
Support.
All in favor, signify by aye. Aye. Opposed? July 7th, committee as a whole.
I just reviewed those minutes. I make a motion to approve those.
Support.
That's the one I need to change.
You have one correction?
There's one little spelling correction there. Okay, motion made and supported. All in favor, signify by aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The June 23rd closed session meeting minutes.
I had the opportunity to review those and make a motion to accept. Minutes as
I'll
presented.
support. All in favor, signify by aye.
Aye.
Oh, is that roll call on closed session? No. Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Best. July 7th, closed session meeting minutes.
I would make a motion to accept those as presented as well.
I'll support. Oh, I beat you.
You are.
Fight over it, boys.
We don't care. We don't care.
All in favor, signify by aye.
Aye.
See, that's hunky dory.
Moving on.
That's a regular meeting term.
Hunky dory.
Hunky dory.
It
Yeah.
is today.
I brought it out of the archives.
Awesome.
Okay, this is a public comment period on agenda items only. Please follow our rules. I don't want to have to clamp down you after 3 minutes and then a second, so. Anybody in the room have any public comment that they'd like to make on agenda items? Anyone on the phone call, on the Zoom call, like to make a public comment on an agenda item? Going once, twice, 3 times. We're moving on. We have correspondence from Allegan County, Berrien County, Branch County, Calhoun, Eaton, 2 from Gogibic, Jackson, Kalkaska, Lake, Leelanau, Menominee, and Ontonagon. I think I pronounced those all pretty good.
Pretty
Yeah.
darn good, yes.
It kind of helps living in Michigan as long as I have, you know.
It does.
That's probably a library quiz, isn't it? There you go. So I'll make a motion, we file the correspondence.
You don't need a motion, you just gotta say received and filed.
Oh, thank you,
You're welcome.
Ms. Clerk. We'll just file them, yeah. Okay, action on consent calendar, any wishes here?
I'd make a motion that we include consent calendar 7A, 7B, C, D, E, H, and I. We're gonna take the ORV ordinance separately.
ORV and claims and the additional ones, right?
Yeah, we'll discuss, yes.
Okay.
H is in it,
Good, Ron?
Good.
H and I, A, B, C, D, E, H, I.
We're, G is out already.
Yep.
F is, we're saving F.
Yep.
H and I.
And claims.
And claims will be
security.
separate.
Okay. All right,
So just to cover our bases, I'll ask for a roll call vote.
it's a great idea. I need
Thanks.
people to make, seconded it. Who made it? Yeah.
Ron, I hesitated.
Yes.
I'll do it.
Ron Vaughn,
Yes.
Craig Scott,
Yes.
Mark Serbrook.
Yes.
Okay, then resolution to adopt the Ogemaw County off-road vehicle ordinance. Tim, all the changes have been made.
The board asked for a change to the definition of an ORV. Our attorney suggested that we incorporate the statutory definition of an ORV, which has been done, that did satisfy what the board's concerns were about the 13-inch clearance, which is clearly removed. But this approach does offer consistency then across the board. There's no question what an ORV is when it's being discussed. Otherwise, the balance of the ordinance is the same.
Yeah, it's the language from the Michigan Motor Vehicle Code of definition for ORV. So I would make a motion to the Ogemaw County ORV ordinance be adapted as presented.
That's
Supported. We'll take a roll call on this one too. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, 1 second. Just want to double check. Yeah, okay,
Craig Scott,
yes.
Mark Serbrook.
Yes.
Ron Vaughn.
yes.
Tim, can you make sure that a copy of the ordinance goes to every municipality in the county?
Do it.
Since nobody opted out of it this time around. And the road commission also, please. Since they had input. Okay, so it's, now we're gonna take on these other ones here first. Sting funding, Ron, you want to?
Yeah, I've talked to the officers, they've been here and talked about their funding and whatnot. We've been kind of dragging our feet with this for about 2 years. What I'd like to see is adopt a proposal to give Sting $100,000 over 10 years. $10,000 a year, starting 10,000 this year out of the ARPA funds, with the option, we're going to get some opioid money, should be eventually coming. That can be replaced back to the ARPA funds.
Tim, we have a number that's coming in from opiates?
Not yet, we don't. We did receive through the mail a general notice of bankruptcy of one of the call these guys one of the drug companies anyway. So that may or may not impact that number. But we still are on schedule. Sometime midsummer, we're supposed to receive those funds. So that's the last I heard.
Well, it'd be my opinion at this point in time is to cap it at whatever funds that are going to be coming in on the opiate. I don't want to commit money over top of that. I don't mind funding something up front with ARPA to be paid back from opiate,
Right.
but I don't want to go over the sum of whatever we're going to draw from opiate.
Oh, granted, but
All I'm saying is, like, all of a sudden we get a letter saying, well, you're gonna get 10 grand, and that's it. Well, then we just said we're gonna spend 90,000 out of the general fund for over the next 9 years,
okay, but it could be written up where, okay, this year we could give them the 10,000 out of the ARPA funds. And with the stipulation that we get opioid funds in the next few years to cover that without.
I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem. Well, I hate to say all of it.
I just think it's well needed in this community.
Well, I get it. I get the need. It's just a mystery on what we're gonna get.
Well, I understand that
That's all I'm saying.
for the next few years. Or just go with the one year right now.
But if they were to give us 50 grand this year, I don't mind giving a bulk of that
Right.
thing in 1 year, maybe not all of it, but because we have our own enforcement also.
It seemed like when it was originally talked about that we're supposed to be a million coming or something like that. I don't know how much we'll get. Like,
Tim, isn't that money supposed to be spread out over 18 years? Is that was the last I heard? I believe it was 18 years. They're gonna spread out the opioid.
I don't remember the exact number, but it was multiple years. For some reason, 8 comes to mind, but maybe it was 18, but
It was
it's over
quite
multiple years.
quite a stretch. I know. So it'd be nice to know how much we're gonna get.
It's a work in progress. They're still
Right.
negotiating.
Personally, I'd love to give Sting 20 grand a year if we get that in the open, but not knowing how much money we're gonna get in opioid funds.
like I say, we just kind of
If
been,
we can, yeah,
we've been dragging these people along.
exactly, we have we've been talking about it since I've been on the board,
Right.
so, I'd support 10 grand out of ARPA funds, then contingent on how much we receive in opioid funding. At least that amount, because I'm sure we're gonna get at least that. I would hope anyway, that we would. And possibly, revisiting it for a larger amount, let's say 20,000.
I'd be good with that.
So I'd support your 10
For a 1 year deal.
for a 1 year,
One-year deal.
1 year at this point in
And I
time.
mean,
And revisit once we get our opioid funding and possibly, again, depending on how much money we get in opioid
Yeah.
funding, increase the appropriation to Sting. But right now, I'd support your 10,000 out of ARPA.
as a loan. As a loan until opiate.
Can we
comes.
do that, Tim? Can we? If we get the opioid funding, then or not?
I'm gonna say probably no. I haven't seen final rules on how that would work, but it's not common that you make a commitment with one fund prior to that settlement date and then say, well, we're gonna do this retro. I think you're begging for trouble.
That
Much cleaner just to say, allocate the 10,000 from ARPA for this year and stop at that point.
The only issue I got with that is we've been staunch on ARPA staying under the county realm. Now we're opening a door. We're giving it to an outside agency.
Well, you are, but it's an outside agency that's supported by funding from the local municipalities. This county at one time did offer funding to Sting. I don't know how much that was budgeted for, but we were a participant, a member. They still consider us a member. We still receive their annual reports. We just haven't paid anything.
we still have somebody on the board, I'm on their board. So
Right. Well, it's been a number of years, but the county used to fund a lot of different things. The fair was funded by the county's general fund for a number of years. And now the fair board has asked us for ARPA money. The representative of the library is here. They're asking for ARPA money. And our answer to them was, up until now, we've been staunch on keeping it under the realm of the county. I'm just saying, if we're opening a door now, if we're going to allow somebody outside the county's realm to have it, and I don't have much of a stand for the next person that comes along and asks.
And I'm in the fortunate position of not having to vote on that.
Fantastic.
I make a motion to take $10,000 out of the ARPA funds and give it to Sting this year.
I will support your motion. If you want.
Okay, I don't have any more discussion. Let's go for a roll call.
Mark Serbrook,
Yes.
Ron Vaughn,
Yes.
Craig Scott.
I'm sorry, I know I have to vote no. So it passes. Okay, so Ron, go ahead with security staff.
I talked to some of the security staff. I know as commissioners, I know prior, you paid for your health insurance. I paid for some insurance through here. Some of the staff down there has no insurance. They have no benefits. They're not in any union. They make an okay wage and whatnot. I would like to see a resolution so that they may purchase the health insurance or the eye optical dental insurance at their own cost, no cost to the county whatsoever.
That's possible now that we've made some different changes.
Yeah, we already do that through the unions as well. I think for some reason, the steelworkers comes to mind in that contract. We specifically state the employee can buy the optical dental. I do know we have some that are subscribed that way. This would be consistent with our practices that way. The only thing that clouds us at the moment is we don't really have a functioning personnel manual that guides us. So with this with this motion, should it be approved, we'll make sure that when that draft is in front of you, that this is included.
Don, I don't have a problem with it. I did 100% for my health insurance through the county plan. And yeah, I think it's, I don't have a problem with it at all.
Wholeheartedly agree. I think that
So
It should be available to them.
you're in a form of motion right now?
Form of motion.
I'll support that. And go ahead, please roll call again.
Ron Vaughn,
Yes.
Craig Scott,
Yes.
Mark Serbrook.
yes,
Commissioner Serbrook, you got something?
claims?
Oh, that was it? Oh, I thought you wanted to add something to the
No.
agenda.
No.
Okay. All right, claims in, what are we looking at in total? Was it you and
Ron.
Myself.
Ron?
Come in. We've got a few claims for a total of $195,681.48. Some of your bigger ones, appropriations, EDC come out of that. Childcare was 20,000 roughly.
And 11,000 of that was to Partners in Change.
Yep.
A lot of
Basically.
counseling going on there and stuff, so. Yeah, with
Circuit Court was their
quarterly
quarterly,
billing.
so their quarterly billing.
Yeah.
Back down here, indigent counsel, lawyers,
That's it.
the jail, there's quite a bit, as far as pharmacy again.
That's commissary?
No,
No, is the portion, the total cost was $8,618 for basically meds, but $7,763 was Oscoda County.
Yep.
So there wasn't much for us.
the commissary one, 26,800. 23,750 was 5,000 e-cigarettes,
Yeah,
Oh,
which cost $4.75 a piece, and they sell them for $7.31. So for everyone they sell, they're $2.56.
Oh, I thought it was like 12 bucks a piece or something. Wow.
yeah,
From what I saw, it was
Okay.
their cost.
Oh, I know that. It's,
I think it's higher.
I know it. And then, transit, what?
Fuel.
Fuel, really?
Veterans, they had 4 burials.
Oh,
Plus, they bought 3,000 some odd flags.
yeah,
That's 72 cents.
yeah,
a piece.
Memorial Day.
Yeah,
Motion to pay them as presented.
I'd support.
Roll call, please.
Craig Scott,
Yes.
Mark Serbrook.
Yes.
Ron Vaughn.
Yes.
Unfinished business administrative report.
A few updates for you. The first, fixed asset module, it appears that we will have that module actually installed on the system on or about July 20th. And then we'll go through training in August. So August 10th and 11th are set aside for that. IT already has their complete list of assets ready to convert. The others will have to enter because there is no program containing that right now, but we do have a pretty decent handle on what that is. So we'll actually see that implemented before the start of the fiscal year for 2023. So that's definitely ahead of schedule from where we originally thought. An update on our custodian candidates. You may recall we had a custodian retire. We have 8 candidates. The posting closes tomorrow. We'll keep you posted on where that ends up. Likely we'll be calling on the personnel committee to assist in those interviews. And then future meetings. The next meeting, the July 21st Committee of the Whole, Richard Castle, the Northeast Michigan Community Affairs Manager for Consumers Energy, will be here. And then on the following meeting, July 28th, MAC President Steve Curry will be here to talk about MAC. And it'll be very timely because on the next claims list, you'll see the MAC dues bill come through. So that'll freshen everybody's timely. Count well sometimes. So that's my report.
You had a meeting with the department head?
Did have a department head meeting on Monday. The meeting went longer than most of our meetings do, with just 2 items on our agenda. The first being the Nova Time, the automated time card system that we've been working with. Tracy was good enough to come in and target some issues that we're having at our end. So it's a matter of coding to make sure that we're charging our time off to the right department, and just some other procedural things that's very good to have the department heads there to hear that and to help clean some of that up. So hopefully that will all be very smooth soon. And the second issue was the workplace harassment policy, which we'll bring back to the next committee of the whole meeting. There's actually a very good suggestion that came through the department heads about how to process a complaint when it came through. So we'll have an opportunity to work through that at the next committee of the whole and get board input. And then hopefully that'll be back on the next regular agenda on the 28th.
Questions? Okay. Elected officials, department heads? Ms.
I'd like
Clerk?
to start.
You
Thank
get to.
you, thank you. August 2nd is the election, and I strongly urge everybody to get out and vote. There are a lot of township officials that will be voted on. So if you would like sample ballots, we have some in my office, or the township clerks have some as well. If you would like to vote by absentee, you can contact your township clerk. And thanks for approving the election desks. That's it.
Thanks for getting a grant.
Hey,
Treasurer?
Good morning, everyone. Your Ogemaw County Treasurer, Karen Pawlowski. On your iPads, you are now seeing a monthly report, cash summary, showing you the status of your common cash checking account. I highlighted for you your general fund negative cash. Just want to make sure that you're seeing that on your iPad and paying close attention to that. You'll see that every month. I'll highlight your negative. You're going to see that soften a little bit now that tax collection season is underway. So hopefully by September 30th, it's in a much better position. And then quarterly, I will give you investment reports. You saw them last month. They don't change every month. So quarterly, I'll give you those investment reports. We had a land bank meeting yesterday. That was exciting. We opened the bids for the demolition for the blighted property in Mills Township. We had 3 bids and a few questions left to the low bidder, along with requesting proof of insurance. Once that's in place, we'll begin demolition on the first property with the land bank money. So again, thank you for supporting the land bank projects.
Would that bid come in at, Karen? You know?
Lowest bid was 5,125 from Timbermit. That graph. We do have a few questions for him, and we're gonna request that the septic tank be filled because one of the other bidders bid it that way. So just we have an apples to apples comparison and make the bidding fair. Any questions?
Thank you.
Thank you. Sheriff Gilbert?
Gentlemen, Ms. Clerk, good morning. I emailed a few things to you to look over.
Really?
On July 4th weekend, the stats, I kind of just put that together for you and shipped it out. We handled 50 complaints total. There's a breakdown of everything that we did. All townships basically was patrolled. Our marine patrol pretty much covered every lake that we have in the county. 17 warnings, marine, with 1 OWI arrest off of Lake Ogemaw. So that's a breakdown of that. Any questions on that?
Oh, I like the report.
And also Deputy Better put together some stats for Lake Ogemaw in general. So that also was emailed to folks. There's a total of 62 hours patrolled. Number of contacts is 23. Like I said, there's 1 OWI arrest on that lake. There's several warnings. So it's an educational program, basically, is what we try to do out there. The next thing that I have, any questions on Lake Ogemaw Patrol?
Not like Ogemaw, but fireworks, did you have any report
Fireworks.
on
Fireworks-
misuse,
I'm sorry.
on misuse of fireworks or anything?
Not that I'm aware of, I don't believe so.
Okay.
That never come across my
Curious.
desk.
Just curious,
But the fireworks this year was awesome.
just a week late.
lake was nice.
Well, Skidway was on time, weren't they?
And Skidway and West Branch was the same time.
Oh, they
That's on
were.
the ninth.
Okay, yeah, that's a week late. Should be on my birthday.
Well,
I think-
Lake Ogemaw was on my birthday, so.
Oh,
they
that's
did that
great.
for
It's
me.
your birthday, but.
Yeah. I just want to give you a little update on our animal control officer. He's doing a great job for us. He reports every morning to us, his concerns, asks questions. He does a great job for us. And on Monday, I took part in this also. We had a mental order pickup in one of our townships. I brought him along because I had heard that there was a vicious dog in the house. We used him, and that's why I brought him aboard, because I knew any search warrants or anything that there's a lot of dogs. It worked out great for us. He took control of the dog. That worked out very nice. And what I want to do is when we get his truck, black truck, we're going to stripe it up just like our patrol cars. He's going to be part of our fleet. He's working under our umbrella. I'm putting them in black. So he's going to be part of us. And I want a reflection of his duty.
Well, I just looked at the building department, and those are fantastic looking trucks that we bought over there for the building department. They're
Yeah.
white.
I like the black.
I know.
My fellows like the black. My girls that work over there like the black.
I don't think
So
the public likes it. But
anyway, we're stealth at night. That's what I like about it.
oh, boy, yeah.
One other thing I have is, any questions on that? All right, he's doing a great job.
He's
for us.
done, the only thing I miss is his reports that he used to send to us before he was under you guys. And color pictures every month and everything, yeah.
Well, that can still happen.
Okay,
I'll talk to
okay. Yes, he has done a fantastic job right from day one.
Great.
And I
We're happy with it.
like to
Really
commend
are.
it. And that's a great idea that you have.
The black truck.
No, you're out of order.
I did not give you the gavel today for no reason.
No, if I'm gonna confront a vicious dog, I always try to get somebody out in front of me. Good idea.
With the tools.
Okay, well, I don't care if they got tools or not. I want them to get bit
But
before I do.
I want him to get the same respect that we get. And by getting that, he's got to look like us. So that's what it's about. Anyway.
Well, I tell you what, Paul's not just like you, Dan. I really appreciate his service.
That's the workhorse back there.
I know, but I
Mark
appreciate
understands.
he looks great in red, I'll tell you.
He just called you out. One other thing I want to bring up, we took advantage of the federal government grant program. A veteran was searching around and he discovered that there was 2 jet skis that was available, and also a 4-wheeler was available. I sent you pictures on that. We have $1,000 invested in it. If the jet skis doesn't work, I know this 4-wheeler will work for us. If the jet skis does not work, we got to keep it for a year. We'll resell them. We'll gain that money back. So it's not a total loss. But I did see, and I didn't realize this, I was on Lake Ogemaw, and I seen this jet ski rolling up. Veteran was on it. I didn't realize he was going to be on there patrolling. So it was a surprise attack by everybody on that lake. And we were patrolling.
Let's see a picture of that jet ski again.
So it was
For
pretty,
just you or for the public?
You haven't painted them black yet?
they're black.
Oh, that's a black?
They're black.
Boy, I tell you what.
Let me check this out. Oh, yeah, that's sharp.
And it's got lights on it. So he come rolling up with his
The
lights.
4-wheeler's red.
Surprised me.
The 4-wheeler matches Paul's shirt.
Yeah.
He'd blend right in.
You can keep them pictures. So anyway, that's all I have, but we're moving forward and we're making things happen. We're a little light on our employees,
So
numbers.
are we advertising
Yeah, well, yeah, we're
any
we're
more than Coles?
We're constantly doing that. We're trying to.
You want some money to put ads
You're
in
gonna give me some
papers?
money?
You want to put some ads in some papers someplace to attract some officers?
We'll reach out. See, I gotta get with my undersheriff. Why not? Yes, we are advertising, though. We want people. It's just difficult, very difficult in this day and age. That's all I have. Any questions for the sheriff's office?
Sure.
Did you want to make a motion to make this work?
No. Oh, I just, before you leave,
Four-wheeler.
do we need to vote to receive these things?
No, the purchase limits are within the sheriff's authority to make the purchases themselves.
Okay.
And given the numbers you just provided, they won't even make the fixed asset list. They don't have the enough value to do that.
Oh, okay.
So this was money already allocated to the sheriff. It wasn't a donation. You paid money, correct? So, yeah, it's all
Okay, great. Thanks.
The cost of these things are just the travel to get them.
Travel again.
Under the 1033 program, it's the federal government saying, here you go. So the only cost to the county is travel and if there's wage involved. Because when I did a lot and guys would go with me on their off days. When we'd go out of state to take and pick stuff up. So the only cost of the county was just my salary, which I was getting anyway. So I mean, it's other than fuel and if you had any lodging. So it's, but for the equipment itself, it's free.
And we got them now.
Yep. Yep.
All right, great.
And then after a year, the county can sell them. If they don't utilize them, they become the county's property after a
Well,
year.
looks like,
So those jet skis are
gutters
nice
already
looking-
using them.
Those are nice looking jet skis.
Yes,
What
they
year
are.
are those?
What year are those? 12? They're still valued at $12,000.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, I'd never guessed those were 10 years old. By looking at they look brand spanking new.
He did a surprise attack, though. It was pretty awesome.
Blitz attack on the sheriff. That's
Yeah,
good.
he did.
Yeah, you're gonna tell me if there was a white one, you wouldn't have got attacked.
I would have seen it.
You would have saw it coming, yeah. Oh, boy.
Stealth is better, you gotta admit.
Show the flag. Show the flag. Let them know that you don't have to sneak up on people. Show the flag. Let them know. The best cop when I was growing up was the guy in the light blue shirt that I really looked up to. He wasn't hiding from me. But that's okay.
Well, you got
That's
an
okay.
undersheriff in red.
I know it. I know it. I like that. I like that. I'm sure if he's deer hunting or what, but I like that.
Have
Okay,
a great day.
yeah. All right, Brian Beater, zoning administrator.
Morning. Just give you updates about what's going on in zoning. I've been to, so far this month, I've been to Logan Township speaking about blight with them. They're looking at coming up with a blight ordinance or replacing one that they have. Earlier this week, I was in Churchill Township for the fairgrounds, got an offer from Verizon Wireless to put in a temporary cell tower during the fair out there to help increase the service that's out there. 100-foot tower, spoke with the airport board, spoke with their board to get the Churchill Township board to get their blessing on it. So that's going to be out there for the fair. Hopefully that will lead to a permanent tower maybe on the fairgrounds at a future point. So I don't know if any of you will travel out there a lot, but it seems like every time I'm on Rifle River Trail, so it's right there at the fairgrounds, or just past fairgrounds. So the people I've talked to, it's a needed service out there, so we'll see where that goes with that. Planning Commission meeting here on the 27th. We do have quite a few things on the docket. Unfortunately, we had to cancel our June meeting because one of our people was sick, so we decided to be best bet to cancel that meeting. We'll have a map amendment there. Reviewing a site plan review for a restaurant container concept up in Coming Township. We have a couple variances scheduled for August 3rd as well too. So busy time, lots of permits. I'm at 112 of you already. So, which is more than we've done at this point last year. So, but yeah, just staying busy and trying to get everything done and enjoy the weather at the same time. So, any questions from anyone about what's
Okay, thanks, Brian. Thanks. On the call, Jeff Nichols, Veterans, you have anything for us?
Eric, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, no, the only thing that I have is we started the hiring process. It's posted on the website and it should go out in the paper next week. So we've got, that's the only update that I really have.
Okay, any questions?
How was your vacation, Jeff?
It was good, but I got another one coming up next week. So I'm here for 6 days and then I take another 4-day break. I'm going up to Torch Lake.
Okay, I got a resume that I gotta drop off to you. I stopped in the office last week and so you were on vacation, so I will get that to you this afternoon.
Yeah, and I haven't had any luck on that research for you.
Okay,
I found 2 other documents and that's it.
okay. All right, I'll touch base with you this afternoon.
All right, see you later.
Thanks.
Yep.
Colleen Van Gotham, you're on. Do you have any report from MSU Extension? And she's just on and not listening.
Just listen to good stuff.
Oh, okay. Our attorney, Don. Oh,
Hello.
you have anything for us that you'd like to talk to us about? How was your vacation, you know?
Let me fix that.
Oh,
Hello.
there he is.
Yeah, here I am. Everything's fine and doing well. And no, I don't think I have anything to update you on at this point in time. I've talked to Tim about the unemployment case.
Okay. Okay.
I don't think you
Well,
want to
thank
probably
you.
talk about it in open session. So.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Okay, well, let's get back to agenda. No other department heads are on the phone. Elected officials. Any matters from the floor? Motions for adoption? More so. No committee reports? I'll just start off. I was at Horton Township. Trustee Jerry Lehman was a trustee and has passed away. And they made an appointment, Mark Lehman, it'd be Jerry's nephew. Mark was elected trustee in Edwards Township at the last election and then moved across the street into the old farm and had to give up the Edwards election appointment because the farm is in Horton Township. So he put his name in the hat for trustee and they made that vote Monday night. They have received their second ARPA installment. Edwards Township passed a resolution for the Channel Lake property owners for an assessment, tax assessment for weed control. There was representatives from the Road Commission and Ogemaw Township supervisor was there to talk to the township about cost sharing the asphalt overlay on Brewer Road. The road is split between the two townships. And after the discussion, they passed that they would spend the money to have it done. They also got their second ARPA installment. Foster Township, the township sexton has retired and they're advertising this position. It's on their township website and out in front of their township hall. There was a lot of discussion about ORVs on the road and the illegal parking down near the lake. A lot of people parking right in front of no parking signs. I don't know. You guys might want to.
We took care of that a little bit.
Did you?
Yes,
Okay. Snuck up on them?
we did.
Okay. There was talk, there was discussion about recycling. The city now is recycling a little bit different. And they received a letter from that but they talked about, there was some discussion about maybe recycling within the township. They're also talking about heating and air conditioning in their township hall. Parks and Rec Board, we had a meeting, yes, 2 days, yesterday. Our nature park fencing for the new pens has started. And our RV park and campground, the attendance is doing great. We're right on track with budget. And Tracy Turner, our deputy clerk.
Chief.
Deputy clerk, okay. But she came in and talked to the committee about how the bill paying process goes and the need for invoices and timely entry of, and we talked about it, and we want to make sure our park managers are the people that are bringing the bills in, and any receipts of money into the treasurer's office coming through the park managers to do so. Reports next week. That's a Wednesday. I may have to be absent for that, so I'll probably ask Commissioner Serbrook if he'd like to go.
I'd be more than happy to.
Okay,
Just remind me.
all right, of course. I have a meeting with the clerk that day. Yeah. Yep, and then as Mr. Veeder said, we'll have zoning board or a planning commission meeting later in the month. So that's what I got. Ron?
Well, as you mentioned, we had Parks and Rec. You pretty well handled that. Excuse me, 911 met last night. It was pretty well normal meeting. We did approve new desks, ergonomical desks for the dispatchers. There will be 3 stations set up. Jesse will be ordering the new desk. We got 3 bids in on it and pretty well took the best bids, and the one that would be most fit the center over there. So that's a good thing. District Health, that was like 2 weeks ago. One of the discussions was the monkeypox, how it's spreading a little bit through the country, but not very much here in Michigan. I don't believe it's anything to worry about. They put bids out on, they purchased a new building in Harrisville, and it was to clean out the building to, they had been, I think, renting up there, the one building that they were using, and now it's District Health will own this building once they get it cleaned out, and some new offices put in there. Hill Township, that was basically business as usual. That's all I have.
Mr. Serbrook?
Attended West Branch City. The city passed a ORV ordinance. Paul, could you get a copy of that to me?
So that I'll do it.
Appreciate it. They have, I talked about this before, they're gonna have a special route coming in so that they can park. Substation there between 3rd and 4th Street. So ORV riders can get into town, park their ORVs. Consumers Energy Substation, at least a portion of that designated ORV parking, and they can go downtown, shop, eat. So it's gonna be nice, I think, really nice. Attended Commission on Aging, and business as usual, DHHS. Attended that, again, just went over staffing levels and their funding. And then West Branch Township met last night. They had an opening on their township DDA. They appointed Lori Allen, who's the manager of the outlet mall, to the West Branch Township DDA.
All right. Okay, we'll have general public comment. This is pertaining anything county related. Okay.
Yeah, I'm Dan Domzowski from Foster Township, and actually this question is going to be presented to Ryan, Sheriff.
You gotta ask me if you can ask him something.
Pardon me?
You gotta ask me if you can ask him something.
Can I
It's
ask-
okay, go
Can I
ahead.
ask him something?
Go ahead, yeah.
It's not black.
I'm the guy in charge. You gotta ask me.
Sorry. I'm just curious what the ruling is on lifted vehicles that have ORV stickers. We have a situation at our five-star hotel up there. Steve was already there, trying to issue citations for blight. And it's gonna come up, place is gonna come up in our planning commission meeting this month. So, I mean, if they have the ORV stickers, don't they have to be licensed and plated to on road to get to the trails? What is the law?
They gotta have the ORV stickers to get on the trail. For sure. You gotta have a valid driver's license to be on the road.
Yeah, but the vehicles don't have to be plated? Okay. I don't know, that was my.
As long as they follow the ordinance.
They've got like a couple lifted vans, pickup trucks, and
Well,
a
they
Jeep.
have to be registered. For sure. They can't be on a highway.
Okay, as a gentleman who owns a hotel says that, don't deem you don't know the state law, you don't have to be plated and licensed.
It's a motor vehicle like that, it has to have a registration.
That's why I want to make sure.
Because it does not fit the definition of an ORV.
Right,
So if it doesn't fit the definition of an ORV, which obviously these don't, then they have to be plated just like anything else.
I just wanted to get the right information, because like I say, we will be going out on that because we have other issues with that.
Just take a copy of the ORV ordinance and say, here's the definition of an ORV. These vehicles don't meet it. Pure and simple.
Okay.
Right there in black and white.
Okay,
That'd be my suggestion.
okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
If we catch him on the roadway, he'll get an education.
Good,
There'll be a hook.
Yes.
good.
John Sheridan, West Branch District Library. I'm just going to read a statement. Last week, Jenny asked me what our penal fines were going to be for 2022. At that meeting, I didn't know since we hadn't received our check yet, but it did come in. In fact, when I got back to the library, it was sitting there for me. And we did get an increase of $2,857. Now, as far as buying power compared to 2021, 2021, we got $60,000 in penal fines. And to have the same buying power this year that we did last year, with an inflation rate of 5.3%, we would need an extra $1,286. That's at 5.3%. At 8.6, which is in last year, this past year, it'd be 3,160. And now with inflation at 9.1%, we're getting boxed. We're just getting beat about the ears, and we can't ask for a millage. Chances of a millage passing right now are between 0 and nothing. And we're not asking for county money. We're asking for the ARPA money, Federal Recovery Act money. And that was dispersed to the counties to distribute to those suffering economic loss because of the pandemic. And if I remember correctly, back in October, I gave him a letter asking for some ARPA money. And the criteria for applying for the funds was to demonstrate losses incurred because of the pandemic. And we have shown you that we can tie our losses to revenue loss because the courts were closed, no penal fines were levied, and we have suffered great economic loss. We fit the criteria. We are due economically from the ARPA funds. That's all. Now I'll leave you a copy so you can pass it on to Jenny or any board member that's not here.
One second. Can I take a quick look at that? Okay, so over the last year, you gained just a fraction of more money in penal.
Right. Yeah, $2,000.
Was 2019 or anything like
For
that?
2019, we had 119,000.
Yeah,
So you can see from 2019 to
right,
last year, we lost approximately half of our
right.
money.
Just hearing a lot of numbers there and I just want to see it there. Yeah. Thank you very much. Sir, I can't remember your name.
Yeah.
You want to come up and talk to us?
Good morning, Steve Peter, Chief Investigator with the Medical Examiner's Office. Not much to report. Everything's going well. We continue to move forward with our in-house forensic toxicology lab. We're in the process of renewing our body storage contract with Blair and West Branch. So things are going well.
Have you had discussions with our sheriff at all recently?
We talk at meetings and
Good.
coming up.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. I saw the badge and the nice plaid shirt. Yeah. I like that. Yeah. Gives it the Andy Griffith touch, you know? All right. Any general public comment on the phone? Anybody like to say anything on the Zoom call pertaining to any county business at all? Introduction. If you're running for office or something, or like to introduce yourself? I don't know that there is, but. Okay, thank you. It's your turn now, Ron.
Motion to adjourn.
Second over here.
Support.
All in favor?
Third. Aye.
Aye. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming on the Zoom call.